bring a hand for heart, and I just want to welcome us all into this space right here and right now. So whether you're here live or on the recording, we all know that we are at a critical time of mass awakening. We are also at a time of mass confusion where there's so much happening in the world that's making us feel very overwhelmed, overstimulated in our energy, overwhelmed in our mind, and dysregulated in our nervous system. And these are some of the key things that are coming up. Also, Mother Gaia is feeling very peaceful at times, but very uneasy as well. So there's this integration energy with her as well. Whilst there's a lot happening on the planet with humanity, it is also rippling through her. Like she can feel that frequency as well. But I also want to say that this is all for a purpose and a reason. The reason that this chaos is happening because the dismantling needs to happen on our planet so that we can truly heal and ascend, so that we can shift into that next level of our consciousness, so that we can accelerate and evolve as a human race. And the way I have seen this for a very long time through the Arcturian Council of Light is that we are actually here on our ascension journey, and many star councils speak of this, is so that we can ascend our frequency and our body simultaneously at the same time, that we get to that point where we have intergalactic connections instantly, just like we're connecting here. We're meant to meet our brothers and sisters and reconnect back into the cosmos in that type of way. And so that happens through actual DNA activation, which coincides with chakra activation and consciousness. So it's part of all of the evolution. What we're seeing on the planet is to create the dismantling, what has been mainly patriarchy, what has been sort of like what I'm seeing, like this shielded blanket across consciousness for a very, very long time. And this is why we're seeing the divine feminine rise as well. Now, here we are, April. Can you believe this? We're at April 2026. Whoa, we're skyrocketing through this year already. So April ignites with the 7 frequency in ascended numerology. The 7 energy here is the harmony of the master, the recognition of service, and claiming your divine mastery. It is the third eye ignition. Now, when it means claiming your divine mastery, harmony of the master, the recognition of service, this is about the vision of your soul's mission, the vision of claiming that you are a master of your reality. Again, it could be co-creating, could be the connection of your highest vision. And so this third eye ignition all month that we're receiving is also igniting with the 10 frequency, the 8 energy. The 8 frequency here is the soul star, and it's the spinning lotus of archangelic infinite energy. The spiritual warrior, protection, and crystalline soul code light frequency activation. So what does that mean? It means that this month, just April 2026 on its own, whilst it's bringing in the 7 and the 10 manifestation codes, because 2026 is the 10 energy, that ignites with the 8. So we've got the soul star, the 8 energy, the infinite energy that's spinning and activating here, the soul star, and that 8 energy is dropping down into the third eye. So if there's a lot of head energy that you've been noticing, especially probably a week or 2 prior to April starting, which, hey, I felt that too, the energies were already coming in for the third eye. And so this 8 energy is coming down into the third eye chakra, and it's inviting us to activate our infinite energy frequency, that lotus energy, as the recognition that we are the spiritual warriors, the protectors of light, and activating our soul codes within our third eye. So like a vision activation of the light frequency within our third eye. And so this is calling forward a deep light code frequency and ignition of that third eye. And so that third eye ignition here is then coming all the way down from the first till about today, because we're still in the full moon energy. It's being illuminated with the moon energy all the way into the 3 frequency of our solar plexus. So the last couple of days, you may have noticed tummy stuff coming up. A lot of stomach issues or uncomfortability or an inability to digest properly. And this is because the 3 energy with the 0, because we've got the 3 plus the 0, the infinite energy, is activating the solar plexus. The solar plexus here is our trust chakra. It's inviting us to trust in our inner vision, trust in our mastery, and trust in the recognition of service, how we want to lead our own soul's mission. Now that is dropping all the way down also into the root chakra, just as of the beginning of this month, today and yesterday. So that is igniting the root chakra with the infinite energy, and that is our beingness. So already at the beginning of this month, we've got the 7 and the 8 energy, the soul star activating the third eye, the clearer vision that's activating the trust in our clear vision and our mastery. But that's anchoring all the way down into the root chakra, that's stabilizing the beingness of our soul's mission here. And that also looks like where any fear may be coming up or lack of instability and balance, because 4 represents the balance energy, that is being invited to come into an alignment. Now, the 3 energy is the trinity of origination, wholeness within. This is the energy of the fluid pyramid, right? So it is the crystalline soul codes that flow through the sacred trinity of the mind, body, and spirit. This is a whole cosmic activation around the chakras and the DNA within the solar plexus and the root chakra, trust and beingness. So there's a bit of a DNA chakra activation with these crystalline codes of the fluid pyramid energy. And the reason why it's a pyramid frequency, it's because the trinity of the mind, body, and spirit. So it's like we're getting this upgrade within now this full moon of our mind, body, and spirit coming into alignment of the wholeness within the sacred trinity. Now that brings us to the Power Alchemy Day, where it's a double 4 energy, and that ignites our sacral chakra, the 6 energy here. And that 6 energy is the unified field of the masculine and divine feminine as the sacred Merkaba. So we have this energetic womb of rebirth within the sacral, but that is also coupled with the third eye, so the harmony of the master. So it's the visions of the harmony of the master activating within the sacral means the creation of birth, the creation of vision, the creation of your soul's mission. So if you have all these visions, these downloads, these soul inspirations are going to be activating into the sacral chakra for creation, for seeding, for birthing, for coming into a rebirth and recode. So whether that's belief systems, whether that's creation itself, whether that's visions, whether that's an inspiration, something that you want to get off the ground, within the first, so leading from right now up into the 4th, we are feeling an amplified energy within the lower three chakras being recoded with our claiming our divine mastery, honoring our spinning lotus of archangelic presence and our souls, our spiritual warrior presence, and that crystalline frequency of activating it through the mind, body, and spirit. So we can see that with this 3 up into the 4th, this triad energy that's also happening through the lower 3 chakras. This triad, this trinity energy of origination, it's bringing those lower 3 chakras into the wholeness within, a stabilization within the lower 3 chakras within the first 4 days of this month. So we're in a big, big energy right now with that souls dropping in, bringing that clear vision. And the other side to that, it will be showing in those lower 3 chakras what are not in alignment, especially when we've hit the first, the second, the full moon. That's the 3 energy of trust, the 4 of beingness, and the 4 is that of balance. It's the equilateral cross. It's the perfect balance, claiming harmony in all aspects of your life. This is also ignited with a 0-point field. So it means that we're connecting to source, we're coming back in. We're connecting to source, we're coming back in. So we're having this bouncing out of energy to source consciousness, and that's coming through our soul star, then it's dropping into the body, and then it's going out again, and then it's coming back in. And so we're having some downloads happening quite rapidly that's recoding the lower 3 chakras. Now, this month also ignites 5 prime numbers within the cosmic charting. Now, this activates a full starseed, Gaia Guardian, soul mission activation, DNA activation, those who are here with a mission that know that they're here for a greater purpose, which it's quite a lot of us, right? We are being fully activated at this time. We have been for the last few years with loads of prime numbers being activated. The consciousness of humanity is being called forward to activate their soul remembrance even faster than we have ever experienced. We're on a rapid acceleration of this right now. And so now that leads us into between the 14th and 18th, we're going to see 7 planets in alignment with Aries. Now, those 7 planets that are in alignment with Aries is igniting the crystalline 11 pillar and the crystalline 10 pillar. So we've got the divine energy and the crystalline frequency, and we've got the all manifesting power of the 10 energy, which is this year. Now, those 2 pillars of light, which in an ascended charting sit above this, up near the soul star. So it's like, the way I see this is the 14th, between the 14th and 18th, we're going to be in this pillar frequency of the 7 planets in alignment of Aries, which Aries is igniting, has ignited, and which we're in now, the astrological new year. So happy new year, all right, astrologically. And so the 11 and the 10 energy is activating these pillars, supporting the soul star all month, particularly between the 14th and the 18th of this manifestation and the crystalline codes coming in, but it's activating the higher consciousness, star of consciousness, which is above the third eye here. And that 12 energy here is igniting the higher mind and the higher consciousness. This is the stabilization of the body and soul in union, like a completion of the energies that we just started the month off with the lower 3 chakras. By the time the 18th and all 7 planets are in alignment, that is activating a full chakra alignment, not by the chakras correlating to the planets, but because the 7 planets in itself, not the planets per chakra, but just 7 planets overall is bringing an alignment of the 7 chakras within the body. And that couples after between the 4th and the 1st, where we've recoded the lower 3 chakras. So the higher consciousness activating here of the 12 star of consciousness, where the body and soul becomes in union. The codes are completed. The soul principle of your soul's missions, your claiming your divine mastery is anchoring further within the body. Like more clarity is going to be coming forward by the time the 14th and 18th comes forward. Now, if clarity doesn't come forward, it is inviting you to step into witnessing what is moving through you at a much deeper level. And so remember, there's always 2 sides to this. There's all, we have the ascension side as well, but if we haven't done the work, we're going to have the grit and the clutching onto things and the old patterns and the old cycles coming up as well. And so when we look at it now, next we have the 16th, which is the new moon. The new moon is igniting the soul star again, but this time the soul star is coming down all the way into the high heart chakra. And the spinning lotus of archangelic presence and infinite energy here is protecting our commitment to the journey as a spiritual warrior. It's igniting the high heart with the infinite energy here of the Trinity that is also upgrading our DNA, that will be activating the crystalline codes of divine oneness within and unity consciousness. This is asking for humanity to come together in divine union and divine oneness, because a high heart is about unity consciousness. It's very much the empathic heart. It's the empathic connection that we have with one another. It reads frequency first, and this is how we assimilate frequency through our high heart. It is also transcendent and transformational. So it means it will call forward anything that's out of alignment and activate alchemy frequency codes within our consciousness. This will release a rapid recoding, and this could be an area of instability if we're not honoring what is activating through us, what we're moving through, or listening to our soul's whispers. And so the soul's going to really be communicating here on the new moon, like with this beautiful shadow energy of the new moon. She's going to be really communicating at the depth of the heart, the high heart, right? Where is the unity consciousness? Where are we as humanity? It's really going to be calling forward us to stand as that pillar of light, as unity consciousness, and allow consciousness to move through us with more of a grounded stability in our soul's truth. So this is very, very powerful coming up to the new moon. And then we've got Lyrid meteor shower on the 22nd. This is activating the 7-7 energy. Now that 7-7 energy brings us to the 5, which is a throat chakra, the flowing cosmos of service and action. And this is the unified with the 6 energy. It is the unified field with the divine masculine and divine feminine. The throat chakra and the sacral are communicating now together on this meteor shower. They're going to be getting this upgrade. When I connect with the meteor shower, it looks like these filaments of light are coming in and recoding, right? So it's like we receive these light codes that go in and recode those areas within our body. And this is going to be the throat chakra and the sacral. So it's asking us to connect to the truth of our soul, but also to our divine feminine and divine masculine, the union of that oneness together in perfect balance with the energetic womb of rebirth. So it's going to show us areas that we need to shift as well through trusting in our truth and igniting that balance within our field and within our chakra. This is also where we will see all truth is revealed. Every time the throat chakra energy comes up, we see a lot more being revealed collectively. And so then this means things that have been unseen will be revealed, whether it's in your life or collectively. The 25th, Uranus in Gemini. Now this is the powerful ignition. Uranus within Gemini till 2032. Now 2032 comes as a 7 number as well. Now the 7 is the third eye. It's the harmony of the master, recognition of service, claiming divine mastery. Now, coupling that 7 energy, so with this month, then 2032 is a 7, we can see that we are up to 2000, when we hit the 25th, we are going to be in a cycle of recoding, claiming divine mastery through our third eye. We are going into rapid expansion of our third eye. In the back end of all the rest of the cosmic codes that's going to be coming up. Now, when we're looking at Uranus in Gemini, we're actually going to be seeing a rapid increase of the throat chakra and the sacral energy as well. This is coinciding with the meteor shower. And so more truth is going to be revealed collectively and on a much larger scale. This is going to create humanity to rebirth a new world, pretty much. And so leading up to that 2032 in the Gemini energy, it is also Gemini, it's about technology. So technology and communication and active mind thinking as well. So we're going to see a rapid increase of technology advancements coming forward within this time. We're also going to see a deeper and more expansive connected energy to extraterrestrials and the galactic realms at this time as well. The Uranus and Gemini igniting together for that period of time is expanding the consciousness, the third eye, meaning we're going to be able to see and connect more clearly to the divine, more clearly to extraterrestrial or galactic brothers and sisters. We're going to have more of that intelligence coming in. We're going to have more technology advancements and intelligence rapidly increasing in this time. So this is a huge portal of our evolution, starting with Uranus and Gemini igniting on the 25th all the way up into 2032. Rapid advancements across global technology and also within our own technology of the way we connect to consciousness, one another, and the galactic realms. Our vision and expansion of our third eye, throat chakra, and sacral is going to be up-leveling like we've never seen before. We're going to have people more revealing the truth. We're going to also have more channeling coming through. This is where discernment is really key, because remember, your field needs to be clear. You need to be stable in your energy and in your chakras to make sure that you're channeling the right highest energy. So this is going to be quite a discernment with a lot of people downloading light language now. We don't know what they're using, right? Who they're bringing forward. So, but with the sacral energy happening, this is showing that we're going to start to see it on the 25th, a new consciousness of humanity in the womb of creation to be born and activated by 2032. This womb of creation of the divine masculine, divine feminine is going to rapidly rise, but she's going to birth the new world. She's going to hold it and cradle it with the support of the masculine, and we're going to have so much information coming forward about the evolution of humanity and the acceleration of memory of past lifetimes of working with the higher realms and higher frequencies as well. So a lot more star seeds are going to be awakening, and a lot more humans are going to be questioning, why are they here? It's a very powerful time that we're going to be seeing from the 25th onwards. So cosmic codes this month are massively activating at a higher consciousness level through our chakra system. And that is inviting us to come back to the body and stabilize our body, to be mindful of how we're working with the energies, to work with our own field first and foremost, to work with our chakras, and to daily connect to honoring the divine within. This is more and more important and crucial on our planet than ever before. And, I guess that's why, Master Your Light has been created, right? To help support humanity in that type of way. So in this moment, just allow those codes to drop in. Feel how the expansion of those energy, especially when we come on down into the 25th, the activation of that technology is so exciting. What we're going to be seeing, the rapid increase and acceleration of consciousness and technology on the planet. It's gonna blow our minds. So I'm looking forward to seeing what's going to come forward. And remember, whilst there's a lot of chaos in the world, we can get quite frightened and scared and worried what that's going to look like. And as we saw with the big C, yes, there was things happening in the world, but if you're just in, one thing I remember back at that time, just being in your little pocket of the world, if you were to just pause and you are away from social media and you're away from the television and the news, whether it's true or it's not true, right? Out of anything that they share, if you just look at the trees, and I never forget this at that time, I sat outside one time and I went, something just, is any of this true? Is any of this real? Like the stories that they're telling us, the chaos that they're saying, right? Well, yeah, it is happening, but it's being created. And then I went, look at that tree, it's beautiful. Look at the breeze, the blue sky, the grass. And you're just looking at your little pocket of your world. And remember that peace is there. It reminds you that wherever we are in the world, we can find peace. We can find peace within our heart, peace within nature, and we can bring that to our consciousness, and that radiates that awareness out in the world. It's only when we then turn on the phone or on the news and then we see what is going on in the world, and we need to know what's going on, yes. However, when we put all of our focus, all of our energy, all of our intention on that scale of that it's wrong. Yes, there's things that are wrong. It's really hard to describe, right? There is things that's wrong, but when we put all of our focus and intention there, we make it grow. When we put our anger there, we make it grow. I'm not saying not being passionate. There is a difference between having passionate action and then being an activist. There's complete difference. Being an activist feeds and fuels the frequency of negativity and holds that energy to keep manifesting. If we are passionate and have passionate action, what we focus on grows exactly. So if we're passionate and we've got that passionate action and what we focus on, what we grow, meaning that we put out, okay, I see that in the world, but we're claiming our divine mastery. We are activating and we create our reality. Exactly. We claim our divine mastery, and from there, we are creating our reality. So we get to recode what the world looks like. And by connecting whatever your world looks like, even if your life is chaotic at the moment, there will be some part of your life that you can sit and look at a tree, look at the breeze, or look at someone you love, a pet or whatever, right? That brings you back into that heart space, back into your body, back into your soul's connection here. Because remember, we talk about soul star being here, but soul is in here as well. And that connection brings us back to our peace. And when we hold that peace and we go, well, hang on a minute, if technology didn't advance and we didn't have phones and news and radios, we wouldn't know what was going on in the world, right? Like it used to be. Or like it is if you're very remote rural living off the grid, you wouldn't know what's going on in the world. You'd just be radiating frequency of joy and happiness because you're in your bubble. And that seeds the consciousness of the planet a new life, a new way of living, a new way of being. And so if we can always return to that, and it's not to say that, we don't have an opinion that this is not right or that's not, we've got to have those feelings because we are human as well. But I think the key discernment is not to drown in those and get suffocated by them. That it's your only energy that you focus on, because it will drain you and it'll suck the life out of you. If you've noticed on socials, there's still stuff coming up that was coming up 5 or 6 years ago. Like people repeating the same stories. It's so draining. So discernment around your technology and what you're focusing on will really help you to feel clear in your energy field, in your mind and in your body. So let's just take a moment and just connect to all of those energies that's coming up. And currently, we're in the full moon energy. And so we're going to do a little bit of a full moon ritual right now, a little full moon ceremony. And so like we're saying that the full moon is the 3 and the 4 energy. So the sacred trinity, the wholeness within, the mind, body, and spirit activation, activating the solar plexus and the root chakra. So balance is being called forward. In this moment, I want you to connect in. And if you're watching this recording, press pause after I go through this, and then you can write it down. So let's connect into your heart space now and the codes of this month. I want you to feel the energy of your soul star all the way above your head, beginning to pulsate. Noticing this infinite energy and the spinning lotus above your head, arm's length above your head. You may notice that it has a crystal and sparkling light color. And if you see any extra colors, just take note of that. That's fine. And as you see that soul star energy beginning to come down through your crown and ignite your third eye, I want you to feel that energy, that vortex of your third eye beginning to open and expand. Just ever so gently, softly. And just feel it coming through your third eye and opening up your pineal and your pituitary gland. Taking a breath in and out. And as you feel that energy, just gently opening your third eye. I'm just going to ask your highest vision here. How is my soul calling forward my recognition of service to the world, and how to claim my divine mastery. You can write down anything that you need to write down. It's opening up your third eye and your connection to your soul's whispers. Just trust what's moving through you, what you're feeling, sensing, hearing. And simultaneously, I want you to feel, sense, and witness the moon's glorious light beaming down upon you far up in the sky, being showered with the divine feminine energy now. The divine goddess energy coming down and showering over the top of you with this radiant, luminous light. Anchoring in those soul codes further, anchoring them into the mind, body, and spirit, activating your cosmic chakras and your DNA now. Igniting that. Drop that energy down into your solar plexus. Feel the trust here of your vision, the truth of your vision, the whispers of your soul. Trust in what you're feeling, sensing, and knowing here. Continue to see that luminous moon energy and your cosmic codes, your soul codes, dropping all the way down into your root chakra now. Your beingness, stabilizing balance right now in your root chakra. Claiming balance back into your life. Where are the areas in your life that require balance? Because when balance is out of alignment, so is our soul connection. We're not able to claim our divine mastery or hear what our recognition of service and the soul whispers are. What does claiming harmony and balance in all aspects of your life look like? You can write that down if there's a few areas, if you need to. What I'm witnessing is like a spoke, like a wheel that has all these spokes on it. And I've got one of these in one of our workbooks. And it's a wonderful map to map out where you're at on your path, what's leaking, what energies are leaking, out of balance. Areas in your life that are out of balance are areas that are leaking energy. So that could be health, it could be money, it could be spirituality, connection, food, nutrition, could be passion, work, could be any areas. And what we're doing here, we're not connecting to the judgment of that and wishing that we had more. But we're connecting to the areas where we want to fill our cup up more, where we want to be in more alignment of our soul's mission. Remember the third eye here with the soul star is igniting the recognition of service and claiming divine mastery. This is the activation of your soul's light codes and infinite energy all the way down into your root. Now call the oneness, the 0 point field in, source consciousness, call that in now, call that in. I am the source of all creation. I am the source of all creation, divine creator. How will you move through me and as me? Divine creator, how you have me be in my divine mastery. What is my greatest service? What are the areas of my body that could, and my life could have extra balance and support? Calling that 0 point field in, that soul origin, being reunited with your own body's template now. Ia mokoya tia shakaya moko. Kia mokoya tia shataka mokoya tia shatea mokoi. Ia mosote kia la moko. Tia shataka molea tia boya kia nia. Feeling that coming all the way down into your root, igniting the sacral, the solar plexus, coming up to the heart, your hand on your heart, feeling the transference of energy here, coming up to the high heart, the throat, activating the throat, coming into the third eye, igniting the third eye, clearing the vision here, bringing in clear vision, igniting your crown, your soul star. Feeling that energy. Surrounding your whole entire body now. Activating the divine masculine, divine feminine frequency of your sacred Merkaba around your field, stabilizing that through your crown, your soul star, and all the way down into your earth star now. How would you love your April to lead you? How would you love your soul to lead through April this month? What's one commitment that you can stabilize within your mind, body, and spirit in your field now to create more sustainable balance and peace? On the sacred full moon tonight, connecting back to that radiant light. Feeling the sacred Trinity codes, activating the wholeness within. Now, feeling that energy activating all the way down into your DNA, the way down into your chakras, activating the crystalline frequency soul codes now flowing through your whole entire body, mind, and spirit. Ia mokoia shetia kia moto, dia shatia mokoia tia shatikia. Ia mo ia siania kia ne mokoia te shiana moko hene. Stabilizing your field, activating wholeness, oneness, and unity. You are a luminous, divine being having a human experience. You are on a journey of rapid expansion and awakening. You chose to come to this planet and remember your true origination. You came here at this time to help humanity to shift, to rise, to heal, to create change, and to rebirth a new world. Each moment you connect to the divine, you remember the truth of who you are. Each time you bring a smile to your face and connect to your heart, when you connect to those moments, you send a ripple effect of remembrance out into humanity. Remember, you are a luminous heart squad light leader here to raise the frequency on the planet. One spark, one light at a time. Leaving and sprinkling your petals of light across the globe, everywhere you go, touching every being on the planet. This is the change. This is what it means to be the change you wish to see. Feeling called to go deeper into the cosmic codes and discover how you can be part of a community that supports your ascension, your evolution, and your chakra consciousness. Well, then join us at Luminous Heart Squad. This is a sacred container where we dive deeper into the cosmic codes as a collective tribe. We work with the ascension energies. We work with activating them through our chakra consciousness, through transmission, activation practices, and through our community space. This sacred chamber is not just about the cosmic codes, though. It's about being a pillar of light on the planet, to raise the consciousness and to hold that grid of frequency of love and radiance on the planet. So discover the cosmic codes in the Luminous Heart Squad. You'll find the link down in the description below, and I look forward to seeing you in the chamber.